Hello students. Today we are going to start fourth chapter, A Truly Beautiful Mind. This chapter is about Albert Einstein. He was a great scientist. The title of the chapter, A Truly Beautiful Mind, refers to Albert Einstein. This is a short biography of his where some of his qualities have been highlighted. Albert Einstein's interest in mathematics and physics, and also his humanitarian attribute. The title, A Truly Beautiful Mind, makes one wonder that how can a scientist's mind be beautiful? It is so because in this lesson we come across another aspect of Einstein. He was a humanitarian. He advocated world peace, non-violence, and that is why the title refers to him as a truly beautiful mind. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879. He was born in a city named Ulm in Germany. When he was a child, no one could predict that one day he would become a great scientist. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. Meaning of the word freak is given over here. A word used disapprovingly to talk about a person who is unusual and doesn't behave, look or think like others. He was different from other children of his age. He behaved abnormally. It seemed as if he had lesser intelligence in comparison to other children. Albert's mother thought that the little boy's head was a bit too long in comparison to other children's head. At the age of 2.5 years, Einstein still wasn't talking. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. Einstein remained to himself all the time. He used to play with himself only, so his playmates called him Brother Boring. From the very beginning, since his childhood, he loved mechanical toys, such toys in which some kind of machinery was used, such as automated cars, automated airplanes. When his sister was born and he looked at her, he could not see her feet. He was wondering where the baby's wheels were. That means the feet of the baby. As Albert Einstein used to play with toys and all the toys had a set of wheels, to him Maja seemed to be a toy too, and so he might have thought that where were her wheels. The headmaster of Einstein's school told Einstein's father that Einstein would never be successful in whatever profession he chose. Einstein was a very good violinist. He learned playing the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to learn to play it. All his life, he was an amateur violinist. Amateur, the meaning of the word is given over here, doing something for personal enjoyment rather than as a profession. He played violin as a hobby, not as a profession. Albert Einstein was a very good student. He went to a school in Munich because his family had moved to Ulm to Munich. When he was 15 months old and scored good marks in almost every subject, the school where Einstein went had a very strict discipline which he disliked. Due to that, he often clashed with his teachers' opinions and opposed them. Einstein was so suffocated in that school, he could not follow the strict discipline and so he left the school forever. When Albert Einstein left the school, 1 year before that his parents had moved to another city, Milan, which is in Italy. Albert was left behind in Munich with his relatives. The school in Munich was very strict. Albert could not follow the discipline over there. He had a long discussion with his family, relatives, and finally his parents agreed to put him in a school in Switzerland. and the language used there for communication was German. Einstein was good at studies. He was highly gifted in mathematics. So, he was exceptionally good in mathematics and he also had interest in physics. Once he finished school, he joined the university in Zurich. Science was not the only thing that appealed to Einstein, who was a very handsome young man. Other than science, he had interest in something else also. Other than maths and physics, Albert Einstein liked one of his fellow students. Her name was Melvia Merrick. He thought that she was very clever, sharp, and intelligent. They met at the University of Zurich. Melvia Merrick belonged to Serbia. That is why she is called as Serb. She came from Serbia to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few universities in Europe which gave degrees to female students. Einstein felt that Malvia was in LA. LA means friend, the meaning of the word is given over here. Because she also liked art, literature, or music, both shared this common interest. In those days, having interest in art, literature, or music was not considered to be good. So, those people who were interested in art, literature, or music used to call their opponent Philistines. Albert Einstein's family and many people in the university were not in favor of this. So, against such people, Albert Einstein and Malvia's unity helped them face the situation. Albert Einstein and Malvia fell in love and they exchanged love letters to express their feelings. They used to write such kinds of letters where they used to mix science with their feelings. At one instance, Einstein talked about his scientific invention and said that he would be very proud on that day when they would finally conclude their paper on the theory of relativity. Thank you.